3 weeks out from Artful ATL. It's a nice rainy day. Keep me inside to think a little bit. If you've been following, you know my timeline is to have the last 2 weeks available for printing, correcting any errors in printing, framing, prep, and then installation. We'll have to install a couple of days earlier than the show, so I don't even really have the full 3 weeks. At the critique, one of the pieces of feedback I received was related to the printing and framing, or lack of framing. If you look at Vanishing Point pieces that I've exhibited so far, only one has been framed. That was the first one I showed that kicked off the whole collection. And even with that one, I came back and created a metal version that I exhibited last year. With my metal prints, I've used LED lights to kind of help create that separation. It's a floating frame. The LED lights kind of create this additional frame around the image on the wall. The feedback I received about my approach this year was to try out what I might call a more traditional gallery style frame. A couple of photographers I admire, they frame their work that way. And so I think I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm not gonna do it halfway. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all in. And we'll see how people react. The image is the piece of art for me. A frame dresses it up, gives it a little style, but is really, the frame is about where it's exhibited. So for most of my collectors, I wouldn't be surprised if they take it out of the frame and get something that fits more their personality and their space. When I produce my books, there is no framing technique, it's on paper. And when I'm laying out my books, I try to make sure there's a lot of white space to help the images stand out, get a little shine on their own. Again, the image is the piece of art for me. So this year, I'm going to use frames for Artful ATL. Yesterday, I went to see my framer, Mirage at Buckhead Framing Company. I took the same test prints I had for the critique and we laid them out and talked about my vision. Mirage is a fellow artist. She's also going to be at Artful ATL. So it's always great to talk through these things with somebody who is going through what you're going through and knows what you're preparing for. So walking out of there, I knew what I wanted to do from a framing standpoint. I just needed to work out the dimensions. I know the print sizes. I have to accommodate the extra size that the frames add and do my layout. So I started doing my layout last night. My approach is I take a photo of the wall where I'm going to show. I bring that photo into Adobe Illustrator and I create a scale grid. 1 centimeter is essentially equal to 1 inch. And I create frame mock-ups of all of my images and make sure they are proportionally correct. One thing I discovered was the large prints, they're just not going to be able to go as big as I thought on the prints and get the number of pieces in the space in a way that everybody can get a good look at all the work. So whereas I was going to try for 3 sizes, I'm now going to 2 sizes, and also the choice to try to go for 10 images again just is not working. I'm not liking the layouts, feeling a little crowded, so I think I will have 9 images this year. I need to finalize this layout because I have to get prints ordered and get the framing done. My approach is I'll let this simmer and marinate a little bit, walk away from it, come back to it. I'll revisit it a few times over the next few days. But by early next week, I want to be able to tell Mirage what I need framed so that I can get my quote, know what I'm going to pay, and get the process going. Well, that's a quick update on my process of preparing for Artful ATL 2025 on June 7th. Follow along on my Substack. I'm posting every week. There's a video and a companion article to go along with each story. All the content is free. Just enter your email address to subscribe and you'll get alerts when I post new content. Thanks.